So what's going on, guys, and welcome back to episode number 65 of our Portsmouth career mode, and we are going to be kicking off this episode with a game up against Millwall. But before we do that, we are going to go into the player development and let's see if any of our players can start to improve. But we are going to take two people out. Ruben Loftus-Cheek and Bergen will be coming out, and we will be making room for two other people to come into the player training, and hopefully them two people can start to hopefully maybe even try and increase their rating. So the two people we have decided to put in are Kish and Nori, and as you see there, Garcia is also so very close now to going up to a 75 rated, but I don't think he's going to go up in this one. He definitely doesn't, because he goes ahead and picks up an F rating, which isn't the best in my eyes for him. But we're going to skip forward and let's have a look, see how we get on in round 4 of the FA Cup. So we now got the player sold. Fabian Torres has now gone to Atletico Madrid for €2.1 million, which means that money now we can convert to wages, because I do want to try and maybe sign a player on a pre-contract deal, which obviously we want to try and bring in the best possible player we can. So we can afford around about 55,000. Let's see how we can go ahead and see if we can bring in any decent players for that, or maybe we're going to try and sell another player and try and release up to about 100,000, and then that there could really mean big business. But before that, we do have a game up against Millwall in round 4 of the FA Cup. But before that, we have a transfer offer for Fiorencio Caldeira, 500,000 for Millwall, and we will let him go because we don't use him at all, and there's no reason why we want to keep him at the club. And also, we got a loan offer for Danny Prestes to go to Carlisle for a short-term loan, and we'll also accept that one out, so he'll go out, and maybe he can grow a rating or two. But now it is time to jump into the game up against Millwall. It will be away from home, and I think we might actually be playing our second team at lineup against Millwall, as hopefully we can try and come out with all 3 points, and obviously, well, all 3 points we want to try and get into the next round. So this is going to be the team we're going to be going with. Let's see if we can go ahead and beat them. Play a good ball back through to Dahoud here. Dahoud to Bailey. Bailey's taking on his man, but he tries his very best. But unfortunately, his best isn't enough, as they do actually regain possession of the ball and they try and launch a counter-attack of their own. But we've had a promising first start to this game, and hopefully we can try and bang in the goals pretty soon, because our second team lineup we're really struggling with this year. We're not really scoring many goals with them, and we need to try and get that to improve. Good ball through to Ben Pedrosa here. Ben Pedrosa's gone all the way round. Is that a penalty? No, it's not, because the referee thinks that the Millwall defender got the slightest of touching on the ball, which he might have done, but he did actually come through the player to get it. So it was a debatable penalty decision, but it wasn't given. But we win the ball back here for our right back. We play the ball out wide to Dahoud. Dahoud's got plenty of speed in his locker. He cuts back inside. He's going to keep on going. Surely he's going to find the back of the net. Yes, he does. He strikes the ball past the Millwall goalkeeper. Even though the goalkeeper should have really saved it, I'm not complaining, as we just got denied a penalty just 5 minutes before. We win the ball back through Aina. Dahoud goes down the right-hand side, cuts back inside with a fake shot on his left boot, strikes it. It actually hits the goalkeeper in the face, and then it manages to find its way into the back of the net. We were very lucky, but we find ourselves 1-0 up just before the half-time break. In the Steelers with a good ball through to Manu Garcia. Manu Garcia slips the ball through to Dahoud. It's not the best of ball, and they clear it. And we're still struggling to try and pick up a second goal in this game. We desperately want one, because the last thing we want is to go into the final 10 minutes and Millwall to be putting on the pressure, as any rebound, deflection, a rough penalty decision could be given, and we don't want to be going into a replay. A really good chance for us to replay the ball through to Aaron Lay. Who's just come onto the field of play. He's on his left boot, strikes it, and Aaron has scored the goal to double our lead in the 92nd minute. We'd only just brought him onto the pitch. We take the goal kick, we play our way up through the middle of the pitch. It was a good ball from Ben Pedrosa through to Aaron, and what a strike that is with his left boot into the far corner. And well, he's going to be in contention now to be taking Leon Bailey's place up top in the second team, because he's only just come on the pitch and he's scored an absolute cracking goal. But he's actually won the ball back here. He slips the ball through to Ben Pedrosa, but unfortunately his pass wasn't that accurate and it does get cut out. But that is it for the game. The referee blows the final whistle and we end up progressing into the next round of the FA Cup, which is really good news for us. And Aina also picks up an 8.5 rating for us, which is very rare for a right back to pick up such good rating. But then of course he did actually win us back the ball, which led to our first goal. So even though Millwall had more possession than us in that game, we still managed to completely dominate the game and win 2-0. So the player has been sold, so Florenzo Caldera has now gone to Millwall for 425,000. So that obviously does free up a little bit more wages for us to go ahead and obviously try and sign that player on a future deal. So we will be able to up our wage budget now to 70,000. So that's quite a bit extra now that we can go ahead and use. Let's see if we can go ahead and find a decent player. But before that, we're going to go into the player training again. Manu Garcia, let's see if he can actually get a higher rating than an F this time. And he this time picks up a D, so it's not that much better, but he is slowly progressing to the 75 rating. So one player we are going to go in for on a contract will be Fabian Schär. He's currently an 81 rated. He wants 70,000 a week, which we're going to go ahead and give him, and he will be a crucial first team player if he does come in. He's currently 27 years of age, and it could be a fantastic signing for us if we could pull it off. That's one of a few players, so we're going to go ahead and offer contracts to a few players, and let's see who accepts. So I've sent loads of contracts to different people, but unfortunately we just cannot seem to get anyone because they're all saying that the move doesn't suit them, or directly we just don't have enough money. So the only player we have got is Jordi Amat that has accepted his pre-contract. He's 77 rated, he's only 26 years of age, he looks pretty decent, and he's going to be on 60,000 a week, so we are going to go ahead and accept that one. And Jordi Amat will be coming to us next season on a free transfer, which is fantastic news for us. And anyway, even if we don't want him, we can then go ahead and sell him and get 7-8 million for him. So that's a lot of profit we can get from just one player. But we also get a transfer offer for Adam Webster. It's actually a loan offer for a short loan, so we are going to send him out on loan, basically because we're not using them at the moment, and they're not really happy, and they're sending us emails saying, look, send me out on loan or sell me. So that's what I'm doing. And we also now get a transfer offer from Atletico Madrid for Conal Banton for 3 million, which is Frank Lampard's regen, which is quite a lot. So we're going to go ahead and up that to around about 6 million, and let's see if they'll accept. But the problem is, I don't think they will, because there's only just 1 hour left on the clock. So therefore, then they haven't got enough time to do it anyway, so it doesn't really matter at the end of the day. So let's see how we are going to get on in the next game up against Stoke, which will actually be our second and final game of the episode. Before that, we have a few emails. We have a training injury to Nori, and he's out for 5 weeks. So that's really bad news for us there. We also get transfers, different stuff. The squad monthly report, he's currently 67 and he's only got potential of 71 to 77, so he's not that good, but he's only 15 years of age at this moment in time. So we're now going to show you a squad report as well, as we just moved into a new month, and you can see how the players are getting on. Feel free to pause the video at any moment if you want to see how your players are doing, but it's always good to see when you've got players, so many of our players that are in the green, and also that is basically due to FIFA 16 introducing the player training, which I absolutely love using, because that way, even though players aren't playing that often, they still increase their ratings, and it's always good to see when you've got a player that's really struggling is then suddenly starting to boost up his rating, which is fantastic. And we're going to have a look at the league table as well. We're currently sitting in 3rd place, and Manchester City have pulled out a 4-point gap over us now. 2nd place is Spurs. We're on equal points with Manchester United, and just 2 points behind us are on Arsenal. So we are doing extremely well so far this season, and I'm so happy how we are doing. So we are going to jump into the next game now, which is going to be up against Stoke. But the problem is we're going to be without our star man, Nori. So instead of Nori, we are going to be playing. Who do we play at cam? Do we put Jesus in at cam, Leia Iseka in at cam, or do we put what I think I'm going to do? I'm going to put Dahoud in at cam, or Dahoud's going to go there. We're going to bring him back, and Loftus-Cheek can move back, and Dahoud can move back into the CDM role. Let's see how that works out. And then if we want a more attacking role, then obviously we can bring one of these 3 players on. But it's very unfortunate there that a really good player of ours is actually being injured in a training injury, which is really frustrating. So let's see how we get on up against Stoke. Hopefully we can pick up the 3 points and prevent Manchester City from running away with the league. Dahoud with a good chance. He plays out wide to Kishner. Kishner's surely going to find the back of the net. Of course he is. What a lovely finish from us there, and we've taken the lead just 10 minutes into the game, away from home at the Britannia Stadium. Matt Straw plays a lovely ball through to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek sees Kishner in acres of space, and of course Kishner's going to be finding the back of the net from there, and that is only his 2nd goal so far in the league, but hopefully that can boost his confidence a little bit and he can start to bang in a few more goals. Hachi Mastor sees Bergwijn out wide here. Bergwijn's going to try and cut inside. He's going to strike it first time with his right boot. It's a lovely save from the goalkeeper. And if it wasn't for their goalkeeper there, we would have doubled our lead within the 20-minute mark. But we were really applying the pressure early on in this game. Alves has picked up the ball down the right-hand side. He's going to put the ball back inside to Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek tries a fake shot around his man, but he does actually regain possession of the ball. And he hoofs the ball clear. And that's Stoke's problem. As soon as they get the ball, they're hoofing it clear. And they're losing it straight away. Really good chance for Stoke here, and they've actually found the back of the net, and it's, I think, a play that I've never heard of before, Fogarty. The ball actually gets cleared off the line by Gomez, absolutely fantastic. They play the ball back inside, he has time and space to turn, and what a finish that is, right into the top hand corner. Shiplock can do nothing about that one, and we're completely dominated the game in the early stages, but then they go ahead and get a shock equaliser 36 minutes in, so we've got it all to do again. Play a good ball through to Kishner here. Kishner's going to try and create a chance for himself. A lovely scoop turn inside. He goes all the way. He's going to strike it with his left boot. And what a fantastic goal that is from Ricardo Kishner. He picks up his second of the game. And he actually regains our lead as well in the 62nd minute. What a fantastic goal it was from him. He stops the ball. Then he scoop turns it inside. Takes on loads of people. He could have easily played it through to Kingsley Coman there. But he decided to strike it with the special form he's in. And what a fantastic goal it is. And now, like I said, I think he's going to be banging in a few more goals. And it's a penalty. That is a real bad decision from me there. I go in with Iñiguez, and I shouldn't have gone to ground. I went to ground. It was very stupid of me, and I have to take full responsibility for that one. And Kishner's not happy because I've just put himself in a hole again. And, well, they've got a chance now from the penalty spot to actually equalise, and Iñiguez, I see there, is running down the wing. I slid in, I get it all wrong, and well, it's a penalty. It's going to be Shiplock up against Jairzinho. Can Shiplock save a penalty? He hasn't saved one of late. He's going to go to the right. He goes there, and Shiplock has saved the penalty. It is the first penalty I think I've actually saved the whole series. Correct me if I'm wrong, but what a save that is from Shiplock, one-handed, and he keeps us 2-1 up in the game. And we throw the ball out here, and we've got a chance now to go on the counter-attack. We've got the ball with Kingsley Coman. We slip the ball through to him. Kingsley Coman's going to spread the ball through to Kishner, because Kishner is on his hat-trick. He's going to cut inside. He keeps on going. Can Kishner do the special? No, he can't. I should have actually went with Coman, to be honest, and tried to secure the game, but I was trying to do something with Kishner, trying to do a little bit something fancy, but Kishner here actually loses the ball once again. I think he's just run out of steam. Mastor wins the ball back here, plays the ball for Ruben Loftus-Cheek. Loftus-Cheek out wide to Bergwijn. Bergwijn's going to try and whip the ball in the box. Can someone get their head on it? It's a good ball across. It comes to Kishner, but he gets out-jumped at the far post. But the ball goes out wide for a throw-in for us, which is going to give us time to make some substitutions. I know there's only 5 minutes remaining, but I want to give Jesus and Leia Iseka a little run out. So we are going to take Ruben Loftus-Cheek off, and we're going to put Mastor back a little bit, and Bergwijn can come off for Leia Iseka, and Leia Iseka can now go up top, and we'll put Kingsley Coman out wide. And let's see if either one of them two players can try and create something. Good chance for Stoke here. They got the ball through Cherney, and he was actually standing in an offside position, and they did have a really good chance there if it wasn't for him standing in an offside position. But we've actually got the ball back here. Mastor to Dahoud. Dahoud out wide to Jesus. Jesus is going to play the ball through to Leia Iseka, who plays the ball back through to Kingsley Coman. Kingsley Coman's going to cut inside, and what a skill move. He keeps on going, and that is a really good challenge there from the Stoke centre-back, and they do get the ball clear, but only as far as Gomez, who actually wins the ball back, but then loses it, and now there's 3-on-3. We've got to be really careful here, as the last thing we want to do is give away the game. We win the ball back through with Dahoud. Dahoud out wide, and they've still got possession of the ball. We've surely got to clear this one, and yes we do this time. Leia Iseka's on the ball, and he's surely got to be holding that one up, and it's nervous last few minutes for us there, but we actually win the ball back eventually, and the referee blows the final whistle, and we end up winning the game at 2-1. Obviously, my man of the match goes to Ricardo Kishner. He played fantastic in that game, as he scored 2 really good goals. And also, I'd like to say in this episode, as you probably know from the title, I need your help, because as you guys do know, I did upload a video yesterday asking you guys if you wanted a new career mode, and the majority of you said yes, but I just want to clear some things up. That doesn't mean that this Portsmouth career mode is going to be stopping. It just means I'm going to be bringing out another career mode to run alongside this one, just so it's not too repetitive, and we're not going to get episode after episode of just the same career mode. So I have also asked you guys to comment down below in the video of basically the teams that you would like me to do, and the top 5 teams that come up were Newcastle, Sunderland, Lyon, Sassuolo from Italy, and Hertha Berlin from Germany, sorry. And they are the 5 teams that have come up. So there will be a straw poll in the link down below for you to vote which of them 5 teams you want me to go ahead and manage. And obviously, the one with the most votes, I will go ahead and do. And thank you so much to everyone that commented on that video, as it really did help me out to choose a career mode team. And obviously, one of them 5 teams will become the new one that I will be doing. So there are also a few other teams that I haven't been able to put in because there was only just 1 or 2 of you guys that said you wanted it. So sorry for you guys, but obviously I have to go with a majority. So make sure in the link down below of the straw poll, you need to make sure you vote for the team you want me to go ahead and do a career mode in. But before we end up this episode, we are going to be doing a player training, and we can't put Nori in now because Nori's obviously injured. So instead of Nori, we'll be putting Jesus in, and let's see if he can start to improve as well, just that little bit more, and hopefully he can start to improve to a 74 rating very soon. Manny Garcia has actually gone up to 75 rated now, which is always fantastic news for us to see. But that is actually going to be it for this episode. If you did enjoy it, please make sure to hit the like button down below, as it is going to be very much appreciated, and I really hope to see you next time very soon for the next episode of the Portsmouth career mode, or it might be the new career mode. So make sure you hit that like button down below, and most importantly, vote for your team in the straw poll. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye.